Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a really fun card that I made using Papers by Michelle, the Almost Alice collection. This is the papers that I used front on the inside and the front, as well as some of the little embellishments, this one, and some of these. These are actually flowers that I bought at Hobby Lobby at a craft store. And then this was a Crafter's Companion frame die that I made like a little mirror because it's, through the looking glass. And then this is a foiled element that I used toner foil to make. And I'll explain how that works. Super fun to make. Let's get started. Okay, so to make our card, it's a 6x6 card, and I've got just some papers. These are from the Almost Alice collection by Papers by Michelle. And this is going to go on the inside. And this is from her 6x6 Almost Alice watercolor paper pad. And I just trimmed it down a little bit so that I could get a red matte layer. And I'm going to put this one on the inside and this one on the outside, but I'm going to make an easel card. So this is going to go on this extra piece of white card, and I've got a 6x6 card base. I'm going to score down the middle to make my easel. So let's start by making my easel. Again, it's a 6x6 card base. So you score at 3. And just fold that up. And then you're going to attach your extra 6x6 piece right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these up, and I'll get my card base done, because then it's really just about decorating. So when you're doing a front easel, when you glue that 6x6 panel on, you only put glue on the bottom half below the fold. And then just line this up, because it's exactly the same size. Press it down. Now, that dries a little bit. I'm going to make my little book. So to make the book on the front, I actually printed this on my laser printer on just some white cardstock through the looking glass. And this is just a little image that I found online. I just printed it on white cardstock. Let me see if I can, and then to foil it, I used the toner foil and a mink machine. So you've got these foil sheets. This is the pink one, but it's this mink hot pink reactive foil. And then it goes through this mink machine, and you just basically put the foil on top of the page that has the toner on it, and then put it in a little plastic, put it in this little sleeve, and run it through either a mink machine or a laminator, same thing. The mink machine gets a little bit hotter, so I think it works a little bit better. But honestly, a fairly inexpensive laminator works pretty well. And then just peel the foil off, and you get this nice foil on anything you can print on your computer, or they have toner sheets, which is just a sheet of all black toner, and you can die cut it and then foil. Or if you have a laser printer, you can literally just print a sheet of all black and then die cut it and then foil in any of the foil colors. It's a really easy way to get foil in any kind of a custom way, because this is just a font on my computer, and this is just a graphic that I pulled off the internet, and they're foiled, and you don't need a foil stamp. You don't need anything special. I didn't have to draw it, but you get that really nice foil look. So I'll show you how foil, and I've got another video that I'm going to do that I'll kind of show you exactly how to foil. But I'm going to build my book, and I'm going to glue it down, and then I cut. So this is 4 by 3, and then I scored right down the middle, and I cut another piece that's 4 by 3, scored down the middle. One thing I did do on this edge, I took my silver ingot pin, and I just went around each of the edges just like that to kind of put a little bit of silver on that white edge, and I did that on both of the white pages as well as the red Centura Pearl. These are all 4x3 scored down the middle. And then I took my bone folder on each of them and I just gave them a little bit of a curl, okay? Because I want it to look like a book, so I don't want it to be completely flat. So just like that. Then on the two white pages, I took my sandstone water reactive ink and just kind of did this around the edges. I didn't want a lot of color. I just wanted to take the stark white away. You can see it a little bit better on this one. And then to make my book, I'm literally gonna put glue right down this center fold. Put my first page in there. And I want just a little bit of that red to show. So actually, the red is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I added a 1/4 inch because I want a little bit of the cover of the book to stick out. And then I'm going to put my second page in here, right on top of the first. And I don't care if they're exact, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise them up like that. And I'm going to put just like a little dot of like a little glue dot or something that will hold it down but give it a little bit of dimension. Actually, I'm just going to use my 3D claw glue, my favorite glue in the world. So we're just going to put a little bit right on the edge of each of the pages. And you could do this with glue, or you could do it with a foam pad. And now that I did that, oh no, I got it too close to the edge and it's kind of, you can see it, but now I got glue all over myself. On this one, I'm going to put a little bit further in from the edge. But that'll hold the pages down. I mean, you don't have to glue them down. You could just have them loose, but I want them to be a little bit glued down. But see how you get that look of an actual book with pages? And that's what I'm after. And now we're gonna, so that's gonna go on here, but I wanna do, because it's through the looking glass, I'm gonna put like a little mirror behind it. I'm trying to decide which side. And I cut, this is a Crafter's Companion little frame die that I've had forever, and I cut it in black and in silver. And I was planning on putting the black on top and then the silver in the middle, you know, for the mirror. And I think I am going to do that, but I'm just going to use the silver on the bottom, since I already have it, as like a little shadow layer. So we're just going to glue these together. A little bit of an offset. So I just want a little bit of that silver to show. And then I'm going to glue the silver on the inside so that it looks like a mirror, because it's, you know, through the looking glass. Okay. So I'm going to, well, my book's going to go right about there. So I'm going to put my mirror on. Kind of right about, I think I'll put it a little more straight. I'm going to put it right about there. So let me get my mirror on. Okay, then my book's going to go right like that. So I'm through the looking glass. So I'm going to put, I think I'll put a rose there. And I've got these little charms that came with my Almost Alice collection. So I'm just going to kind of lay out my card here. Yeah, okay. So there's the front of my card. And then I've got this little strip for a stopper. And this came from a Graphic 45 pack of Alice in Wonderland stuff that I thought went perfect with Michelle's Almost Alice collection. And it's just a little piece of chipboard. And I cut a little piece of red cardstock that was just a little bit larger than that to go behind it. So I open this up to decide where I want it. And it's going to go right about there. And there's my card. Show it to you. Isn't that adorable? I absolutely love that. It's an easel card. It's obviously got a ton of dimension, so you would not want to put that in an envelope, but wow, I love that. Looks just like that. Super easy to make. The hardest part is deciding on all the decoration, as you saw. So, fun. Thanks for watching.